This question says an item is purchased for $2,500. At the end of 5 years, it is sold for a scrap value of $200. Use straight line depreciation to determine the value at the end of 4 years. So at the end of 5 years, its value is $200. Originally, its value is $2,500. Originally, what is the X value? How much time has passed when we purchase it? It's 0. So at time 0, when we initially purchase this item, it has a value of $2,500. When we sell it at the end of 5 years, it has a value of only $200. So those are the 2 points we need. This question is saying straight line depreciation. Therefore, we are going to use a linear function to model this. So I need the slope. Slope is, I like to think of change in y over change in x. Most students prefer to think y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, 200 minus 2,500 over x2 minus x1 over 5 minus 0. So we get slope is negative 2,300 over 5, which I hope you can see as change in y. If I start at a y of 2,500 and it ends at a y of 200, the y is decreasing by 2,300. Hence, change in y is down to 2,300. I start with an x of 0. I end with an x of 5. The x goes up by 5. So negative 2,300 divided by 5 is negative 460. So I have 2 points and I have a slope. I want to know the value at the end of 4 years. My 2 points are $0, 2,500 and 5, 200. We have our slope here is negative 460. I expect most students will try to use y equals mx plus b and plug in values. 2,500 in for y, m negative 460, 0 for x plus b. 2,500 is 0 plus b. 2,500 is b. So my equation is y equals mx plus b. But I want you to notice something. You might have been able to identify immediately that b is 2,500. If the x value is 0, the y value is 2,500. That is the y-intercept. That is the y-intercept. So we will say y equals mx plus b, negative 460x plus 2,500. So let's go to Desmos and take a look at those points and see if we can graph them. So I have 0, 2,500. And I have 5, 200. And obviously, I'm going to need to change my window substantially. So on y, I better go up to something beyond 2,500, so maybe 3,000. Negative 500. Step 1,000, maybe. And on the x's, 0 to 5, that might be good enough for us to see these two. So there they are. And I believe the equation is as follows. And you can see this point is the y-intercept, right? 0, 2,500 is where it crosses the y-axis. So what can I say? I want to see what that equation is. We said it was y equals negative 460x plus 2,500. Let's make sure it goes through those 2 points, and it sure does. And then we're interested in what happens at what time. We wanted to know the value at the end of 4 years. Okay, so that means when x is 4, what is the y value? When x is 4, what is the y value? It looks like we get to 660 just by moving the cursor on the graph. But we can also do that using our formula. So we're going to say find the value when at 4 years past. We're going to plug in 4 for x. So I'm going to get y equals negative 460 times 4 plus 2,500. Y equals negative 460 times 4, negative 1840. Plus 2,500, and I get 660. So the value at the end of 4 years is $660.